You know, one of the things that's important as a leader is that you know yourself in order to lead yourself. And then you have to know others to lead others as well. But today I want to talk about this idea of knowing yourself in order to lead yourself. You know, we have in our lives, we have tendencies that we tend to operate on. It's these things that we tend to do sometimes without even knowing it. Maybe we've done them since birth. Maybe we've learned them along the way. Maybe it's coping mechanisms. Maybe it's idiosyncrasies. We all have these things in our lives these tendencies that we tend to do. Sometimes some of us may tend to dominate in conversations when we're stressed out or when we're feeling threatened, right? That's a tendency. Maybe some of us withdraw from certain circumstances when we're stressed, right? We have a tendency to do that. And then these tendencies in our life will lead to actions. And these actions are just that. It's things that you do in response to the situation that you're in. Maybe these come out of your tendencies. But what begins to happen is you begin to develop these patterns. Your tendencies turn into patterns which create these actions. And those actions, of course, have consequences. And those consequences in this process from these tendencies, these actions, and the patterns that develop there that lead to these consequences, this becomes your reality. Right, and so that's one way to view this tool is that your tendencies can lead to your reality. But another way to look at this tool would be to say, hey, here's the reality. Like here's the situation that we're in. This is where we're at right now. And what were the things that led up to this? What were the actions that led up to this? What were the decisions that I made that led to this? Or what are the tendencies as a leader that I have? Or what are my shortcomings as a leader or a father or as a pastor? Like, what are those things that led to this reality that we're at, and what do we need to go back and fix, right? So it's this kind of never-ending loop of knowing yourself in order to lead yourself. We have to be authentic with ourselves. We have to be honest with ourselves and know that, man, if we're unhealthy, if we're not in the right place, or if we have these tendencies in our life that are leading to certain things that continue to happen, you've heard of these self-destructive tendencies. Some tendencies might be self-destructive, some could be positive, but you have to know who you are. You have to know what these tendencies are, how you tend to behave in certain situations or related to certain stimulus or stressors in your life, and then what actions come out of those tendencies, and then the consequences of those. So it's important that we know what that is. And this is a practical tool that helps us to gain emotional intelligence. And again, hopefully with all of these, it's a shared vocabulary that you can begin to learn and share with the rest of your staff team or even your family so that you can begin to use that to know yourself and helping the leaders, the servants that are under you, serving under you, to know themselves so that they can lead themselves and lead others as well. So anyway, I hope this tool is helpful to you today. God bless you.